Hello, my name is Pierluigi, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top 3 interview questions whenever I'm hiring a designer. Now, I myself have been a designer for the past decade, working with over 40 clients from all backgrounds and sizes, from startups who needed to raise their first million in funding, all the way to Fortune 500 companies. So I understand the perspective of a designer, but I also hired many designers, being contractors or even members that needed to join a team full time. So I've been on both sides of the spectrum. And I want to start with the very first question, which is what is a difficult design problem that you had to solve and how you solved it. And this is almost a twist of a design question which Elon Musk asks in another shape, but I think it's really useful because it makes you understand what are the individual's problem solving skills and what went through his mind whenever he tackled a specific difficult problem. Because one of the main issues which I'm finding whenever I'm hiring specifically web or UI UX designers is that sometimes I'm seeing a portfolio which looks good visually, so the aesthetics are on point, but maybe the problem solving skills or at the level where I'm looking at. So this is really useful to kind of understand what's going on behind the scenes. Is he or her just a good visual designer, or they also have an understanding of strategy, design thinking, and pretty much everything that you want whenever you are hiring a designer which is going to serve the team in its full spectrum. So this would be the very first question that I pretty much always ask in an interview. And then secondarily, what is your creative process? So this is an open-ended question, and it really gives you insight as to what is his or her thinking like. So again, looping back to the first one, I'm asking these questions specifically because most of the times I already saw the portfolio of that individual and I understand aesthetically what's going on, but I'm really interested in learning the logic and basically his knowledge of design thinking and strategy. So this is something which is going to be really useful to unveil through these questions. And after that, I'm pretty much going to have quite a good understanding of his abilities when it comes to user experience and those type of things. So I would move on to another question, which is how do you deal with feedback? Now, this is really useful because you always want to hire a team player, and there's a lot of really good designers out there, but some of them maybe they're good but they're not a team player, and this is actually something which is really important because most of the times, especially when you're dealing with clients directly, you're going to have feedback. So and feedback is actually a very important part of the design process because it enables you to acquire different ideas, put them on the table, and create eventually a better product. Now, I'm not interested in a yes man, so someone who is just going to say yes to each and every request. I'm interested in someone who can, first of all, take feedback, elaborate it, and then also potentially have pushback if the feedback is not good. But I want to be able to understand if that person is actually going to be able to tackle that in a good way. So he's not going to come off as rude or any of those things. So you pretty much get the concept by this time. So I want to just make sure that I'm hiring a team player. And now I want to leave you with a bonus question, which is tell me what is one of your favorite projects and why. And Basically, this is going to give me some insights as to both his personality and what type of work he really enjoys doing. So I can see if it's aligned with what the day-to-day is going to be required of the job, and if that is going to be aligned with his wants and goals. And this is also going to give some really interesting nuggets as to what type of work he enjoys doing, what is his personality like, is he more an introvert or an extrovert, maybe he really enjoyed the part of collaborating with a team, or maybe he didn't. And all those things are going to be really instrumental. So this would be my very top 4 questions, which I pretty much always ask whenever I'm hiring a designer. If you need some help when it comes to hiring designers, feel free to book a call with me or simply write me a message. It's all in the link in the description, and I'll see you in the very next video.